To another Lesley now, our travel lady joining us in studio. Great to have you here again today. This is kind of interesting. You've got sort of a unique package, something that's focused on a different demographic.
That's right, yes, and there's a lot out there, and I'm talking single women. And it's really tough, you know, especially when you get into that little bit older age bracket. Maybe you're divorced or widowed, you want to travel still, but you don't really want to go on your own. And I find a lot of these women are running around to friends saying, you know, would you like to come to Europe with me? And maybe the friends don't have the budget to do that. So they just end up staying at home, or else going on a coach tour where you're surrounded by couples, and sometimes that can be the loneliest place in the world.
And if you have a bit of an adventurous streak in you as well, right? Sometimes a cruise, maybe just not exactly what you're looking for. You want to get in there, get in to see some of the cities.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about this, this tour in particular and what they're trying to focus on.
What they're trying to focus on is getting women out there who want to explore the culture and food and cities, great cities of the world. Some of them are a little bit difficult to get to, like the one we're looking at today, which is Tuscany, Cinque Terre area. Anybody who's been around there knows that it's quite difficult to get to those little towns. So you want to be able to walk through the towns, you want to have a guide who's taking you along these beautiful places, really see it to the max. Get into the Tuscany area as well, be able to do some wine tasting, some olive oil tasting, beautiful foods.
What are we doing here? and I've been through this part of the world too, and it is tougher. If you're going to be out on your own and you're renting cars and trying to find buses and this and that, I mean, for some people that's part of the deal, and for others, they're like, you know what, don't need that.
Exactly, especially for single women, I think. You know, when you're doing it as a couple, it's one thing to jump into a rental car in Italy. I have had tales when they came back and said they nearly got divorced. But
well, yeah, no matter who you're
story.
with, driving in Italy is a whole other can of worms.
That's right.
So where does this package take us?
This package takes us starting off in Tuscany. We visit places like Lucca, we're into Cinque Terre, and then we end up in Rome. So you're getting the full gambit of all of these beautiful places. Many meals included. There's all first-class hotels. We've got 6 dinners with wine included, lunches. Great thing here, gratuities for driver and guide. A lot of people, men and women, are a bit stumped when it comes to that.
We were talking about that in the break. In other countries, that can be an intimidating thing to do when you're trying to figure out tips and this and that. To know that that's totally looked after, that takes some pressure off for sure.
And small group as well, which I think is important. 20 people in this particular group. This is just an example of one of the many tours we've got just for women who want to go out and have fun and shop and just be girls.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for taking the time this morning. Of course, if you want to find out more about that particular package, you can always call 403-277-6884, or you can go online, thetravellady.ca. Thanks, Lesley.
Thanks, Scott.
Much more still ahead.